bidding war, make sure your offer wins. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Shayna Queen, and I'm a realtor servicing the state of Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I would be so honored if you would subscribe to my channel for all of your real estate and real estate investing questions, as well as information on local businesses and dining. Be sure to come back every week for a new discount code for my online store, Shayna Queen Home Living. If you do enjoy the content of this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you have any additional questions or any other topics you would like for me to cover, please leave them in the comment section. As I have mentioned in a few of my other videos, the market as of late has been in favor of home sellers. With so many qualified buyers, including a lot of first-time home buyers, and very little inventory, multiple offers on a single home have been fairly common. What sucks the most is if you have been looking for a while and you finally find a home you love, then lose it in a bidding war. So let's talk about some things you can do to increase your chances of submitting the winning offer. One of the most important things to do in this current market is to submit your best offer first. When there are multiple offers, the back and forth negotiation doesn't really happen. So you want to make the first impression the best impression. Now, let's talk about what you can do to make your offer stick out. The number one thing and what most people will think about is more money. Often that will set you apart from other buyers. The house goes to the highest bidder. I have seen homes sell for $30,000 and $40,000 over asking price. So when in doubt, throw money at it, if you can afford it. Let's say you know that is not an option. Well, you can still win a bid. Contingencies, or the lack of contingencies, can do what money cannot. Some common contingencies include inspection contingency, finance contingency, appraisal contingency, home sale contingency, and title contingencies. Contingencies are conditions that must be met for the home sale to go through, and they're put in place to protect the buyer. You and your realtor are able to choose which ones to use and which ones to exclude. Let me start by warning and saying, excluding any of these contingencies increases your risk in the buying process. So please consult with an experienced agent in your local market. If you are in Maryland, DC, or Virginia, please give me a call. Now, let's break this down. Inspection contingency. I never suggest purchasing a home without getting an inspection. With the inspection, you can request repairs, renegotiate the price, or back out altogether if you find something you do not like. Even if you choose to purchase the home as is, I suggest having an inspection with an option to back out. Now, let's say you're willing to fix some issues in the home. You can choose not to make the sale dependent on the inspection. I would only consider this on a case-by-case basis. Finance contingency. This is a really big one, and you can use this to your advantage. It is very important to work with a lender that is responsive and is actively trying to get you a home just as much as you and your realtor. The type of financing you use can be the difference in you winning or losing a home. The most popular home loans include FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans. The financing contingency is put into place to say that if for whatever reason you cannot obtain a mortgage, then you can back out of the home sale with no penalties and be able to get your money back. But lately, it has been a requirement to submit a pre-approval letter with your offer. But you can go a little further and submit the rest of your paperwork so that you are undoubtedly able to secure a mortgage, and it looks a lot better with the seller. Doing so will also cut down your time needed to close, which is a perk because oftentimes sellers are looking to get out of the home quickly. You have to choose the mortgage that is best for you. But unfortunately, there are loans that are preferred. FHA loans usually require less down payment, lower credit requirements, and are backed by the government, but they have much stricter lending requirements. While it is possible to have a low down payment with a conventional loan, they tend to be a little bit higher. They're usually able to close much faster, and the lending requirements are not as strict. In general, FHA loans can have more hiccups during the process, so conventional loans are often more preferred. But this is where having a dedicated lender comes in. I recommend you or your realtor speak with your lender when you are ready to put in an offer. Once it has been submitted, have your lender follow up with the listing agent to talk about your qualifications and how smooth the process will be with working with them. This has worked for a lot of my clients, so I highly recommend doing so. Appraisal contingency. Depending on financing, you'll probably already have something in regards to an appraisal because a bank will not fund more than what a home is worth. But this is something that you can use. With an appraisal contingency, no matter what you put as your offer price, you will go back to the negotiation process if the home appraises for under the sales price. And you're likely not going to pay anything over the appraisal price. Another option is if you agree to pay more than the appraised price by a certain amount if the home appraises under. Now, why is this beneficial? Well, it can look like a huge bonus to a home seller and will definitely set you apart. However, I do not recommend doing this if you or your agent think that it will actually appraise under, or if you don't have the available funds to pay the difference. Play this card wisely. As far as the home sale contingency, in the current market, I just don't see it as being super necessary, mainly because homes are selling and you will likely be able to sell your home before buying another. Adding this in just is not beneficial right now. I recommend putting your home on the market simultaneously so you'll have more of a smooth transition of buying and selling. I am not even going to talk about the title contingency because this is needed 100%. I do not recommend opting out of this. You don't want to buy a house that has any title issues, so make sure that contingency is covered in your purchase contract. Make sure to speak with your agent to come up with the best strategy to protect you and to get you what you want in your next home. While these things can help you submit a winning offer, you must know when to walk away because some wars are just not meant to be won. I hope these tips are helpful to you in purchasing your new home. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.